Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back today to do a full face first impressions using mainly Korean makeup, a little bit of Japanese products, or at least I talk about Japanese products at the end. And a lot of these products were from the YesStyle advent calendar that I got at the end of last year. And then what happened was YesStyle contacted me and they said, Kat, we want to sponsor you to do a video. And I was like, sponsored content makes me really uncomfortable, but it's a site that I personally really support and I love the products from, and I've been sort of ordering from them, I don't know, 6 months now, a year now, and I've got a lot of products that I really, really love and really support. And then when I saw the terms of the video, I was like, all right, I can do this. So I want to be 100% transparent with you guys. This video is sponsored by YesStyle, which I'm very happy that it's a site that I really support. But I'm going to tell you the terms of the video because I don't want to accept anything where they're telling me to say something. They're telling me I'm not allowed to say certain things. Nah, bugger that. I'll show you the terms. All right, so the terms were they wanted a fair, honest video dedicated to YesStyle with a minimum length of 8 minutes. That won't be a problem because I talk too much. Then they want to include YesStyle and relevant links in the title and the description box. Easy. And then only feature YesStyle products. Easy. So those were the terms. That gave me freedom to do whatever I wanted to do, which I really appreciated. So not only did I want to create this video because I really like YesStyle as a site, but also I really appreciate that they want to support content creators, but they don't want to stifle what they do, which is very rare in this industry. And I just wanted to give them props for doing that because it shows they've got their big girl panties on and they are proud of what they actually have to offer. So if you're not familiar with what YesStyle is, it's actually an international website that mainly sells Korean and Japanese products. So you can get skincare, hair care, clothing, accessories, all that kind of stuff. But they have a massive, massive, massive beauty section. So makeup and skincare coming out the wazoo. So I've been ordering from them since sometime last year and I've got quite a collection of products that I really love from them. So what I'll do is at the end, I'll talk about some of the products that I use in sort of my daily routine that I really enjoy that you can get on YesStyle. And then what I'm going to do is use some products that I got through YesStyle for this video, but also mainly products that I got from the advent calendar last year. So I pretty much had a full face of first impressions besides brows and primer. So face primer and eye primer. So everything else that you'll see is Korean and Japanese products that you can get from YesStyle. So let's get into it. All right, so I thought I'd start with a BB cream and I haven't actually used this before. This is by Misha. Now, this is a perfect cover BB cream and I thought this would be a bit fun trying to do a shade match online because it's hard with base products. So we'll see how I went. This is the number 23 natural beige shade. This has SPF 42, which is good. And back in the day, I actually had used a Misha BB cream. I think it was in a pink bottle. It was a long time ago now, but this is what this one looks like. I'm really curious because I've sort of been into BB creams lately. What I like to do is take a fuller coverage foundation that I don't really like wearing on a daily basis and mix it with a BB cream. But I think sort of Korean BB creams are where it's at. I've always heard fantastic things about Korean BB creams. So I'm going to see. I'm going to try this out. This is cool. It's got a pump. This is 50 mils. Massive. Normally a foundation is 30 mils. So this is massive. It's a very hefty, chubby bubby. I'm going to pump some of that on the back of my hand. Oh, the color match actually looks pretty good. I'm kind of excited about this. Maybe it's a little bit light, but with a bronzer, I can definitely make this work. I'm really curious. And from the advent calendar last year, I have this very, very cute brush. This is like a dog's paw brush. I'll show it to you in a second. This is by Vanilla. Like I said, I'll link names of things down below, but it's like a little dog paw. It's so cute. Oh, by the way, I've got the cat in the video. Finally, I finally coaxed him onto the couch. But yeah, I'm going to use this. B by Vanilla, I think it is. All right. Oh, it's very light. Okay, so note to self. If I'm going to get this again in the future, get it a little bit darker. But it's very, very, feels really, so the coverage is decent. It's not like a heavy coverage product by any means, but it gives a like sort of radiant finish. So it's more of a, feels a little bit balmy when you apply it, but it really evens out the skin texture. So I'm gonna have to powder this. I don't actually think I've got a powder. I'm gonna have to go off and powder this because on my oily skin, this is not something that I would wear unpowdered, but it feels really comfortable. It applies really smoothly. It's a nice sort of medium coverage. It's just sort of just evened out my skin tone. So that for me is like a daily basis coverage. So it covers sort of my redness, my discoloration, any sort of like blemishes, but it's not cakey, if you know what I mean. It's very, very dewy. Before I do powder it, which I'll have to go off and powder because I don't have a powder here, I'm going to use a concealer. So this is one that I picked up as well because I was like, I don't have a concealer from a Korean brand. This is from the brand Pony Effect. So it's an SPF 30, which is great. It's a Pro Fit liquid concealer and my shade is Ivory. We'll see how well I did with that. But it looks like this. It looks very light. So I'd actually recommend checking out these types of brands if you've got light but yellow tone skin. I've got light olive skin and I find that even though I can find a shade match pretty easily, I know that people that have very fair but yellow tone skin find it hard often to find color matches in sort of Western brands, but they seem to be quite prevalent in the Korean brands. So oh, this is nice. I actually really like this. This looks like a thinner version of Shape Tape. I'm kind of putting it where the foundation didn't cover entirely. That's actually starting to set a little bit. I don't hate it. I need a sponge. All right, sponge time. This is actually not a, oh, that's super coverage. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Whoa, whoa, okay. I'm sort of panning my Shape Tape right now and I was wondering what I'd do like when I finished it, like what do I replace it with, and I think I've found a really good option. This is actually more coverage than Shape Tape and it's thinner as well. Okay, I'm gonna tell Haley about this. Haley, order this. This is really cool. I'm glad I've stumbled across this. Wow, so all of a sudden if you're worried about the BB cream not giving enough coverage, the concealer comes through with the goods. The concealer is really thin and really high coverage, and Ivory is sort of like, it's a bit light for me once again. I'll turn this down, hang on. So you can see it's very brightening, it's a little bit light for me, but wow, that feels really nice. And that looks really smooth. Okay, all right, so that's what it looks like before I powder it. I'm gonna go off and powder it now since I can't mention what brand I'm powdering it with. I'll just tell you it's my Project Pan products that I've got on. All right, so that is it after I've powdered just with a loose powder and everything's sort of looking and feeling nice. Do I have powder in my hair or is my hair gray? I don't know these days, I don't know. Everything is looking sort of set. It feels nice. You can see there's a lot more coverage under my eyes, but it feels nice. It looks sort of healthy. It doesn't look too powdery. I'm digging it. So I'm going to now put a bronzer on. This is one that I got from the advent calendar. So this is by Rodin. By Rodin, I believe it's called. And it's called the Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodin Shading. I think that's what it's called. All right, so this is the packaging. It actually looks really cool. It's raised, like you can see. It's like nice quality. It's got a nice closure. Very, very sturdy. And this actually has a mirror, which is rad too. So it's a 3 sort of color contour, which is nice. There we go. All right, because I don't know the pigmentation of this, I'm actually going to start on the softer side and then I might work to the deeper side just to sort of build it up. This is the, just a brush I use my powder on. So I'm just sort of hitting that side on the brush. Okay, that's pretty light. So I can actually go in with the full thing. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna swirl it because it is quite a light bronzer, which is nice. It's matte as well, but you get more color there. So, all right, let's try this. Yeah, that's a nice sort of soft. If you like to like bronzer, I think that's what they call it, where you sort of don't do a sharp contour, but you just bronze to sort of shape the face a little bit. It's one of those powders that I think you can sort of go quite heavy on, but it doesn't look like you're just putting a stripe. It sort of blends quite well, actually. Does look a little bit more yellow than it does orange, which is good. It suits my skin tone. So you can see it's a little bit more cool toned, sandy rather than orange or red. And you can see that it just sort of, you can actually go quite heavy handed in it because it doesn't pick up much product. You can see it doesn't actually have a lot of kickback. So you can go quite heavy handed with it, which is good because if you're like me and you don't want to have to be like baby a bronzer, because if you pick up too much, it looks too over the top. This one applies quite nicely. So it's not a really intense bronzer, but it's sort of the bronzer I like to use on a daily basis just to warm up my face. One thing that I didn't actually have in my stash, because I've been trying to be really good at not buying too many blushes. I know they take like a year to use up, so I haven't bought any recently, but I thought I'd pick up one of these. So this is by 3 Concept Eyes. So it's 3CE, but this is a blush and the shade is Nude Peach. Now it's quite light and it is very peachy, but I love a peachy blush, and I just thought, look, the blushes I tend to reach for these days are the more sort of nude ones that don't look too intense on the face. So I really wanted to check this out. I've also heard really great things about this 3 Concept Eyes brand, and I have got a couple of things, but I haven't actually used them yet. I've had a lipstick from my advent calendar for the longest time. I might actually use that today because I remember opening it being like, oh, this is beautiful, and then not actually using it. But this is the blush, so it's very peachy. It's got a nice matte packaging. And I'm really curious to see if this is actually going to show up on my face. There we go. That's it. It's very light. And there are darker colors. I just sort of liked the tone of this one. Okay, that does pick up pretty well on the brush, which is good. And I'm going to see. Okay, it gives like the softest flush of peach, which is actually kind of pretty. All right, this blush might be the type of blush that you just don't really see. Hopefully you can see on camera. It just adds a really, really soft peachy flush. And it's actually sort of looks like, because it's matte, it almost looks like it blurs skin texture a little bit, but it's definitely not one that you'll be able to see well on camera, but I can just see that there's a little bit more color put back into my face. Ooh, it's actually one of those really finely milled, super, super, super buttery feeling, really finely milled blushes. So it feels really nice, but it is a very, very light peach shade. If you've got fair skin and you're like, I want a matte peach blush, but I don't want it to be too intense, that one's beautiful. And I quite like the formula, so I probably will check out maybe a shade deeper. This is, Nude Peach, but it feels really nice and easy to apply on the skin. All right, one thing that I have been wanting to try, because I know that in Western makeup, highlighting is massive. So I've been wanting to compare what Korean highlighters are like compared to like Western highlighters that I'm used to. This is from Korinko Cosmetics, and it's the Pink Square Jewel Highlighter. So let's open it up. I haven't used this yet. So that's what it looks like. It's this pink little box. And it's got 2 shades. Hopefully you can see that it's got half a sort of like champagne color and half a pinky color. So I want to try the pinky color maybe. Ooh, picks up quite intense on the brush. All right, I'll tap a little bit off. I'm a bit concerned that it's going to be a lot. No, it's actually very, very pretty. Whoa. So you can get quite an intense look, but it sort of is more of that wet look. But it's quite light. It's quite pretty. All right. I hear ya. So I'd probably go a little bit softer with it than I did here, because that looks quite, I don't know, it looks a little bit jarring on my skin, but you can get if you buff it in, you get a more like wet look, sort of pretty finish. Eyebrow hair, stay in place. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. So yeah, you can see it's very, very cool toned, but it looks wet-like and very pretty, which is what I love from a highlighter. So that one's very interesting. So far, this is turning out to be a pretty decent makeup day. So we'll see how the eyes go. So we'll go eyes next. All right, so now it's time for the eyes, and I wanted to feature around this thing that I saw, and I looked at the swatches and I was like, oh my God, that looks really pretty. And then I've got this little palette that I got also from the advent calendar. Everything's from the advent calendar almost. But I mainly wanted to focus on this. So I picked this up, and this is by Pony Effect, so same brand as the concealer. And I'm hoping if this is as impressive as the concealer, it's going to be really awesome. But this is the Unlimited Cream Shadow, I think it's called. Yeah, and it's in the shade Paparazzi. So I want to swatch this because I've been dying to try it. Let's open you up. Now I know that sort of Korean makeup, they're quite dewy in the face, quite natural looking, bit of a flush to the cheeks. They like the lip stains, and the eyes generally are a little bit more muted. So eyeshadows in Korean and Japanese makeup often seems to be a little bit more neutral toned, very nude, very soft pinks. But I know in like Western makeup, it's like glitter and metallics and bam. So I found something that sort of hits the sweet spot that I get excited for, and it's this thing here. And I know Hayley's gonna be like, why didn't you order me one, bitch? Sorry, Hayley, I'll send you the link. But this is the shade Paparazzi. There are also like champagne shades and soft pink shades, but this one just, something about it. So I'm gonna swatch it because this looks really, really exciting. Whoa, okay, cool. Oh yeah, so it's more of a mousse. It reminds me like a more wet version of like a ColourPop sort of mousse thing going on. But that is very, very pretty. So yeah, that's gonna be the main look on the eyes, but I sort of wanna start the look with a little palette. So this is the Milky eyeshadow palette from Holika Holika. Holika Holika are good. They do, what have I had recently from Holika Holika? Oh, that's right. I used a primer from Holika Holika, like a hydrating primer. That was really nice. So the shade of this is Strawberry Caramel. So that's that. And I think this sort of sums up the sort of popular eyeshadows in Japan and Korea. That is so cute though. That is so cute. I love it. And it's raised. Boogie, do you like it? Hey Boogie, what do you think about the eyeshadow? You got little ruffled hair. Beautiful boy. All right, this is so cute. I'm gonna have to zoom in so you can see the little design on that one there. Very cute. Look at it. It's got a little tongue. Very cute. All right, with a fluffy brush, I'm just going into that soft peach shade. So there, and I'm putting that just sort of in the crease a bit. So it's a very soft peach. Does it have a sheen to it? It might have a sheen to it. Is that just my weird eyes? So you can see that it's definitely, it's hard to zoom in so you can see, but it's a soft peach, blends quite nicely. There we go. I'm going to go in with the darker shades, the shade that's got that little cute face on it. Yeah, they blend nicely and you can see the color without having to build it up too much, but it is a soft peach sort of look, which is fine. All right, I'm just going to go in with this shade on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with that fun orange shade in the cream formula. And then I might use these again just to sort of complete the look. Whoa, okay. This is actually really beautifully pigmented and blends really nicely. I sort of put a bit on my brush because I thought it wasn't going to be super pigmented. But it's actually a really beautiful, this brown color, it's actually a really beautiful sort of warm brown. Alrighty, time for this baby here, this orange beautifulness. I'm going to use this brush. I've just wiped it off a little bit. So this is what it looks like. Oh, I'm very excited. Hopefully this is a really cool product that, oh my God, that's beautiful. It almost looks like, okay, how do I describe this? So it looks like a soft sort of orange as a base, but then it almost flashes coral. You know how some duochrome sort of shades have that sort of corally pink flash to it? That's what this sort of reminds me of. I think this would work better as a topper because it's like it's got glitter, but the base color is a little bit translucent. Like it'd be really beautiful over that bronze eyeshadow. I'm gonna just pat that in with my finger a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it almost has a soft orange base, but then it captures a light and it looks like this sort of coral shift that's really, really pretty. And I just want to put some sort of over that brown See, I think over the brown, it sort of looks a lot more vibrant. Whoa, that's beautiful. So yeah, not the like smoothest to apply, but a really, really beautiful effect. And over that sort of darker eyeshadow, I think it really, you see the glitter more than you do just on its own. So I would recommend using it probably more like that as a topper, but it's a very, very beautiful color. It just looks really complicated. And just because I've wiped off my brush and I'm going in with this shimmer shade just as an inner corner highlight. Yeah, so that's just like a little really subtle champagne glitter. So I think normally this would be quite subtle unless you put it over a glitter glue, but because it's sort of sticking to that cream product, it's actually looking quite vibrant. And before I finish with the eyeshadow, I'm just going in with some of that brown from that palette just to put in the outer corner a little bit. Sort of blend it out, it looks more satin, so you can sort of use it a little bit as a matte, even though it is a shimmer. It's a nice versatile color. All right, I'm happy with that. I think that look is actually really pretty. It's very peachy, very orangey, has a lot of glitter going on and a lot of dimension. It's very pretty. All right, next thing I really want to try, and this has been on my sort of like to try out list for a long time. It's by Tony Moly, which if you know me, I love Tony Moly, but this is a liner, but it's like an inkwell sort of looking liner. It's a gel liner though, and I love it. Looks so cool. So it's called the Mark Waterproof Gel Liner, and let's have a look at it. All right, this is where I think Korean makeup hits a high note, when the stuff they bring out is super, super cute. Look at this liner. So this is the gel liner pot. This is a lid. So you take it off and there's a brush in it. How do you actually open it? Oh, you open it by like doing that. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, and they've got a thing where you can scrape it off, like a little ledge. That's rad. So if you put on too much product, you scrape it off. That's a cool design. So not only do you get this very, very cute little, lid, the applicator, but you get a spare applicator as well. So if one's dirty, you've got another one. It's so cute. Oh my God, I'm dead for this. This is probably one of the coolest things I've discovered, and I'm so glad I got the opportunity to pick this up. Why is one shiny and one matte, I wonder? They're both the same, so I think it's just a different style, that one is like longer, one is matte, but I reckon these are so cute. These are so cute. All right, I'm putting this one away for safekeeping. It's very, very cute, and I'm using the one that came in that. And in case you were wondering, there's no hole in the lid, so there's no air that escapes. It is very sort of secure once that's closed. Okay, I like the formula of this. You can see that once you put your brush in, it almost goes wet. It doesn't go chunky or mousse-like, so you don't actually pick up too much product. It almost, with the friction, just becomes almost like a liquid. Not quite a liquid, it is a gel, but you don't pick up heaps of product, which is great. You don't put your brush in and it like moves it around a lot. It's actually quite a solid little cake of gel liner there. You really have to get used to holding this shape. It's a little bit strange, but the liner itself is very black, which is great. All right, so that is very, 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 very black. It's a super black. Look at this. Wait, let's just show it. It's a super black pigmented liner. I do have to say that this liner got a little bit thick for my liking, and that was just me sort of adapting to this brush. This brush, I think the tip is all right, but because it's quite a thicker brush, I actually prefer much thinner ones. So if I do sort of go out the lines a little bit, it doesn't make it look too thick, but yeah, I've got a particularly thick line going on today, but that's okay, we'll roll with it. All right, so that is very, very cute, and I really like this design. I think it's a really cute design. I think the brush itself, for me, it's sort of a brush that I would use when my brushes are dirty, because I much prefer a thinner brush, so I don't get such a thick sort of line going on. The formula, I think, even though it looks quite wet when you pick it up, it sets pretty quickly, so as you're putting it on, it does thicken up a little bit, so you just have to be careful and play with it. But I think it's just a formula that I have to sort of adapt to a little bit, but the design is super, super, super cute. I love this. I'm excited to have this sitting on my makeup table because look how cute it is. All right, even though for some reason I got a black liner, I decided to get a brown mascara, and I think because I just like the idea of this color brown, it looks like quite a unique brown. So this color is called Black milk tea brown, which I thought was interesting. But this is from Perfector. So this is the ink mascara. So this is a little tube. It's very cute. If you're familiar with their lip products or their other products, they all come in the same sort of packaging, which is cute. I'll show them to you later when I zoom out a bit more. But let's have a look at the color. So it looks like this. It's got a bit of a curved wand, if you can see. And the color looks a bit like this. So it's a bit of a warmer, almost burgundy brown, which looks cool. All right, so this is not bad. It's just that I think for the massive wing that I have going on, you really can't see it. Yeah, I think if you were wearing brown liner or no liner, this would definitely be enough mascara for you. But with this very thick wing, it doesn't hold up against the wing. So for the top lashes, I'm jumping over to this one here, which is by, I believe the brand's called Labiotte. And they look really cool because they're like wine bottles. I've got a few lip products from this brand as well, and they're very cute in this sort of wine bottle format. So once again, Korean makeup, you can get some really cute stuff. But this one is a black mascara. Oh, this curved wand is a very different curve to what I'm used to, but it works. All right, still it's sort of competing with the liner, but you can definitely see that the lashes are much more defined and lengthened with the black. So it's sort of hard to judge this mascara with the liner that I'm wearing, but it feels almost like it's a drier, like there's not much product on the brush. Like I don't know if maybe the stopper really pulls off the product, but it feels like you put it on quite dry. So it's not very wet, which is fine. It separates quite well. And gets into the lashes quite well, but I don't think it like lengthens sort of as much as I would have liked, but that's all right. That's just, don't wear it with as much liner as I'm wearing it with. All right, so I just zoomed out. I touched up my brows a little bit because I wore some of the middle part off when I was doing my base. But now I'm really excited for my favorite part, which is lips. And I have quite a few lip products. Now, my favorite things to buy from YesStyle is actually lip products because I love lip stains. But I do have some products that I haven't tried yet. These are ones that I got from the advent calendar. I also have a Laneige lipstick that I got from an advent calendar. Wait, I'll find it. So all these three I haven't used yet, and I'm sort of like, which one do I use? Do I use one of these, or do I use one of my all-time favorite sort of stain products? And I'm sort of tempted to use these and then talk about the stains because I harp on about those goddamn stains so much. But this is the Laneige two-tone lip tint in number 6 tomato, which these are really cool. So I don't know if you can see there, but that's the design in the actual bullet. So when I actually saw this in the advent calendar, I was like, yes, I get to finally use it, and I still haven't used it yet. So this is a perfect opportunity, but this is very, very cute. So you take the lid off, you use this little lever to pull it up. So you push down and it goes up, as you can see, and it's got this triangle shape, which is super cute. So I don't want this to be too high. I don't want to smudge it, but I sort of want to swatch it. Swatch it here, shall we? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So, whoa. So that little triangle is very pigmented. And then the product around it is just more like a gloss that it gives. That's a beautiful color. Okay. 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 Probably going to use this. But let's swatch these guys. So this is also from Perfector. So this is the Dolish Beige Rose Ink Velvet lip product. So let's open this up. And Dolish Beige Rose is the color. So that's the color there. And if you want to compare it to the mascara, that's them. They look so cute together. But I'm going to swatch this. This looks like a beautiful mauve. Ooh, let's have a look. Okay. Let's swatch this. So it's got a little doe foot applicator. Oh, wow. Okay. Very different color than what I expected. That does not look like that, nor does it look like the wand. It's like a terracotta color. That's really strange. I did not expect that from that. I did not expect it from the name. Dolish. Oh, I suppose it's is it rosy? That's all right. It's weird. I'm going to wipe these off in a second and see the staying power of them. Then I also have from 3 Concept Eyes. This is the lip color in Mellow Flower. So this is a lipstick. What I love is the box is this color. The packaging is this color, like all this color. And then you open it up and it's monochrome dreams, really. That is That, I don't know. The design of it, I totally dig. Look at that. Anyway, I want to swatch that. So this is more of a matte lipstick, I believe. So let's swatch it here. Whoa, that's a beautiful formula. It's very, very creamy. So it looks very similar to that one there. I want them all. I like them all. I want to put this on first. I might have to put a few things on, but I really want to try this matte. I have not done anything to my lips. Oh, wow. Very moussey, very, it's very creamy and pigmented, but matte. It's really interesting. So that's a super cool color, and that actually matches with the eyes so well. Oh, wow. All right, I love this look. I'm gonna wipe these off and just see. Oh, see, that one does stain. Oh, it does stain pink. Oh, that's so confusing. So the stain is more like the packaging. I'm confused. So it looks funny going on, but it stains pinky mauve. All right, okay, the packaging didn't lie. The packaging didn't lie. Fair. Fair, Peri Pera. Oh. Oh, it smells so nice. It smells like berry lollies. Oh, if you were interested in Peri Pera, they do these really cute things, and we sort of unboxed these on Beauty News a little while ago, where you can get minis in like little things like fridges. So this is like the fridge, and you get like little versions of them like this. They're so cute. So I've got a bunch of cute stuff, like little cans of soup. Oh my God, so cute. This is not arranged properly, but you can buy Peri Pera little things like that. There's also like a little luggage one where you open it and you have like the minis in there. They're super cute. So if you do like the idea of the Peri Pera things, these ones are so cute. All right, even though I really love this monochrome look, I really want to try that Laneige lipstick out that's got like the awesome red color in the balm. So I'm going to wipe this off, but it's really comfortable for a matte. This is a really beautiful, comfortable, creamy, really like lightweight lipstick. It's nice. All right, come at me, baby. Ooh, this is an interesting little mechanism. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, cool. Oh, so I guess this is probably if you're the kind of person that loves that sort of inner brightness, that sort of Korean faded lip trend, this would do it really easily. Let's see. Yeah. I get it. I get it. This is kind of cool. If it stays up, stay up, please. There we go. This color's rad though. And you turn it upside down. Ah. Wow. Yay, that's actually really cool. Okay, not a trend that I'm really comfortable wearing a lot, but I get it. And that actually is so easy to use. I quite like the effect. I'm gonna actually turn this around and try to do my whole lips now, because even though that faded lip is cool, I wanna see what it looks like on the whole lips, but this is, I get this, this is fun. Okay, just turned it all the other way around. This color is beyond pretty. Whoa, that is gorgeous. If you like a glossy, like pigmented lipstick, surprisingly, that is very pigmented. That little triangle in there packs a punch. All right, I love this look. I think this look is actually very, very pretty. The eyes are surprisingly very striking. I don't have a pencil liner, otherwise I would have put it like maybe a brown or a color in my on my waterline. With the products that I used, I want to quickly talk about some of the things that I am really impressed by and the things that I'm like, I need to play with it a little bit more. And then I want to show you some products that I have incorporated over the last year or so into sort of my daily life from these sorts of brands, because there are some absolute gems on YesStyle website, and I want to talk about a couple of them. Firstly, I want to say I was actually shocked by the Pony Effects concealer. This is a really, really thin, but like crazy coverage concealer. It's beautiful. So I was shocked. So this is the Pro Fit Liquid Concealer SPF 30. This is going straight into my everyday drawer. This is fantastic. Really, yeah, surprisingly really, really good. I also really love this lip product. Okay, the whole design of it being the fade in the middle and then fade out to your natural lips. Not something that I'm going to do on a daily basis, but it feels really comfortable. The color is gorgeous. The color is number 6, if you wanted to know. And I was just surprised at how easy this is to create that gradient lip if that's what you wanted to do. So I really like this. Surprisingly, I thought that was really cool. I also really liked this matte lipstick. Now it's going to be similar to this lip. How long a lipstick lasts also factors in how much I love it, but this was a very comfortable, very pigmented, and it reminds me of the trend that's happening at the moment with the sort of soft touch matte lips, where you put it on, it feels very light, but it looks instantly quite matte. This is beautiful. So I'm actually really digging products from 3 Concept Eyes or 3CE. Yeah, these matte lipsticks are beautiful, and the monochrome business, shit man, it just, there's something about it that looks really, really great. So I want to try more of these. I want bright ones. I want like bright reddy oranges. I want bright pinks. I want them all in this formula because that's a beautiful formula. I also quite like the powder products that I used. So this Too Cool Art Class by Rodin, this contour sort of product, if you've got fair skin with like yellow tones to it, which I have like light olive skin, this is a really, really easy product to use. It blends out really easily. You don't deposit too much color, and the skin, like the tone isn't orange at all. There's no orangeness in it. There's no redness in it. It's more of a sandy, cool toned sort of contour product. So if you wanted to contour, sure, but I just use it to sort of warm up my face, and I think it looks very, very natural and was very easy to use. So that is also going in my daily drawer. Now, the 3 Concept Eyes blush. The blush is a very beautiful, soft, silky feel. And this peach shade, the nude peach shade, even though it is very fair, so for me, you can just see it's like just kissed by a little bit of peach. I would actually consider buying a darker shade because the feel of this, holy moly, it is like buttery smooth gorgeousness. So it's one that, yeah, this formula I'm interested in, and I will use this. It's more of a probably winter shade for me when I'm a little bit fairer, but it's a beautiful, and once again, monochrome. My God, they're so good with their monochrome. I'm digging it. I don't know what it is. It's like matte packaging, monochrome, even the stickers are the same color. Whoa, I love these. So this is a brand I'm going to check out more of because it's beautiful. Some other products that I did like, I was surprised at how much I like this eyeshadow quad. It worked very nicely. It was very easy to use. I think the colors are probably quite basic, and for me, this is more of a travel palette. So if I'm going anywhere and I want a quick eye look, I could definitely see myself using that brown, blending it out with the peaches, using the highlight shade, but it's not like everyday sort of makeup for me. It's good, and I was impressed with the quality, but it's definitely more of a travel palette. A fun thing that I definitely want to play with more is this Pony FX cream eyeshadow in Paparazzi. Beautiful, beautiful finish. I want to play with it as like inner corner highlight. I want to play with it packed on top of other things. It's just a beautiful sort of effect cream product. I don't think on its own it's the most like bold, and it's a little bit patchy if you apply it with a brush. So it's one that I want to play with more, but I do love the color of it. It's just that captures that sort of like, I don't know, fiery duochrome corally orange thing going on with the glitter. It's pretty. The things I need to play with more to see how much I like it are probably these guys. So this is a BB cream, CC cream. BB cream is like a really popular brand, and I really like the coverage it gave. It's like a nice sort of natural, but covers redness, covers discoloration, sort of covers most sins. But it is very, very balmy and very dewy. So for me, I need to see how this wears on my oily skin. It's a little bit light for my skin tone. So once again, this is shade number 23, but it's something that I'll definitely either mix with other foundations that I have, or I would reach for it in winter. So even though it looks really nice and healthy, I'm just worried that with balmy things, they can sort of break down on my skin. So this is one that I might actually have to do a foundation wear test on in the future, which I'm not hating because I'm keen to see how this works. Then the eyeliner, I love this packaging. I think the brush is a little bit too thick, and I think the formula can apply a little bit thick as well. but it's very, very black and it's really, really damn cute. Also, Tony Moly is really affordable. So yeah, this is an interesting one and it's waterproof. So I'll keep using this, see how I go. If I really love it, I'll talk about it like at the end of the month. And then the products that I don't really know too much about until I use them in multiple ways are the mascaras. So I need to play with those more. They seem quite natural from my first impression. And the last thing I didn't talk about, this highlighter is a beautiful highlighter. It's just very, very light for me, but it gives you that beautiful wet look. So if you buff it in, it's a very, very pretty looking highlighter. But, you know, I wish it was a little bit deeper in tone so it didn't look as sort of frosty on me, but it's a beautiful effect. All right, then very quickly, some products that I have in my daily routine that I love so much that you can buy from YesStyle. And a lot of these I did buy from YesStyle. Firstly, what do I start with first? I don't even know. First one is my favorite sunscreen to use. This is by Biore and it is the Aqua Rich watery gel SPF 50 plus. This is no good. So you can hear the texture of it. I buy this online because I can't get it in Australia. And it's a very, very thin, beautiful, beautiful sunscreen. It smells nice. It doesn't disrupt makeup. Look at it, it almost just sinks in instantly. This I've been using for ages. I first discovered it in Japan and yeah, I just stock up from YesStyle because it's fantastic. Now it wouldn't be a Korean makeup video if I didn't talk about my obsession, which is Tony Moly lip stains. How many do I have, you may ask? I've got too goddamn many. Firstly, I have at least 7 of these matte ones. So they're like little nail polish bottles and I've got all different colors. So this, for example, is shade number 8. And these settle down to a matte sort of finish. Some of them are a lot more sheer and nude, like number 8. And some of them are a lot more vibrant, like maybe number 5. Let's check out number 5. Yeah, so there we go. So these settle down to more of a matte finish. And I see them being like a stain version of like a liquid lipstick, a matte liquid lipstick. I love them. They're not my favorite type of stains though in this range. So those ones that are matte, they're actually the Lip Tone Get It Tint Velvets. So like a velvet finish, and you can see that the packaging is painted, so it's metallic. Then I also have the Lip Tone Get It tints, the original ones, which are not the matte ones. These ones have the clear packaging, you can see. And these are beautiful tints as well. I bought all of these from YesStyle. We can't get these in store in Australia. The matte ones we can. You can get these in like mini sort of packs, but you can't get the full ones. So for example, this is shade number 8, which is a beautiful orange. So it's more of a jelly finish, whereas that's more like it ends up settling down to more of a matte finish. This one, for example, is shade number 4. I just love looking at it. It's like jelly. I want to eat it. So that is, oh my God, beautiful. So that's more of a reddy orange. So these are more the translucent stains that last really, really well. I also have these shades here. And even though I am harping on about Tony Moly because they're my personal favorite stains because they work best, I guess, with my body chemistry, there are some awesome other brands on YesStyle that do have really cool stains. Like Pera have like water stains that are really cool. Labiotte have also some stains in bottles like this that are really cool. But my all-time favorite are also from Tony Moly, and they're these guys here. So there are 6 shades. I have them all. I love them to death. And these are the Perfect Lips Shocking Lip Stains. So these ones are similar to sort of these translucent-y sort of shiny ones, but they're super, super, super bold. And these are always in my handbag. Before I did this, I had to go fish out 3 of them from 2 handbags because I always have them in my handbags. The first one I got, and probably one of my favorite, is Ruby Shocking. These are on YesStyle, but the packaging has changed. So if you've seen something that looks similar but different, the packaging has changed. These are the same sort of stains, but just really, really intense. So compare it to that one there, which would be a similar sort of color. So I just thought I'd compare side by side this one that I showed before and the Ruby Shocking. So that's the original, that's the Ruby Shocking. And you can just see that they are very similar, but this one just has more pigment. So it looks more bold on the lips. I might put it on because I love it so much. Let's do it. Oh my God, I'm so excited to use you. It's funny, sometimes when you think, oh, you play with makeup on a regular basis, must get boring. Sometimes when you really love a product, you're always excited to see it. You're like, oh, I missed you. I missed you. I love you. Yeah, hopefully you can see why I'm so obsessed with these. They're insane and they stain so well that I know that because it's the afternoon right now, this is going to be on until tomorrow morning. And then when I sort of wash my face and sort of exfoliate your lips a little bit, it will come off. But these stain like nobody's business and they are beautiful and bold. So even though you can still get a similar effect with these guys, it's a little bit sheerer and more of your traditional stain. Last well, but these are like your intense stain. These are my favorite things in the whole world. I think they're my favorite lip products of all last year, and they're my favorite discovery of all last year because I love them. So let's just wipe these off and we can see the effect of them. So that's the one that I'm wearing now, and like I did scrub really hard, and these once again will be on my hands until tomorrow. So these stains stain like nobody's business. They're amazing. In my shower, I have this beautiful, it's by this brand, the same, SAEM. Anyway, this is the Touch on Body Water Mint Body Wash. It is the nicest smelling body wash. Holy shit. It smells like sweet water. Like if you were in a beautiful, I don't know, lake, a clear, beautiful blue lake, and you could just smell some sweet flowers. That's what this is, and I'm obsessed with it. It's going to be my favorites next month. Trust me, I only opened it this week, and I'm obsessed with it. Senka, my cleansing oil that I'm using. This is the Perfect Watery Oil. There we go. That's a Japanese brand, Korean brand. That's a Japanese brand. Laneige, I've been using the water sleeping mask to the point that it is nearly done. So this is a beautiful sort of, gel product that holds water, really helps hydrate your skin overnight. And then another one that I've just opened recently, but I really love is Dear Claire's Rich Moist Soothing Cream. Holy moly, this is a thick product. It looks really thick, but it's the most like, it just turns into water almost, and then just adds this hydration and just feels really luscious but light. Oh, Dear Claire's, you're doing it for me. This is a brand that I've got a few products of that I haven't opened yet, but I'm very excited to try more because Dear Claire's do some fantastic shit. And lastly, some products that I don't recommend buying from YesStyle unless you've got no access to them, because they're quite expensive on YesStyle, but you can get Uemura. And I love these skin perfecting like micro mist spray products. They're so good. This is Sakura, this is Yuzu. They're my favorite too out of the four. I just love these to no end, but if you can buy them elsewhere, often they're cheaper than on YesStyle, but if you can't access them, you can get them on YesStyle. And these, oh my God, you're like a magical cloud. I love you. I feel like whenever I use these, I just want to cry with happiness. And besides the lip stains that are always in my handbag, these are also products that are always in my handbag, and 5 of these came from YesStyle. These once again are Uemura, the Supreme Matte, what are they called? Rouge Unlimited Supreme Matte. These are such a good lipstick. The problem with them is though that once again, they're quite expensive. All the ones I picked up were discounted. So there are some shades on YesStyle that are less expensive than other ones, and they're the ones I picked up. But I have to say that go for the brighter shades or the darker shades, because the light shades look a little bit powdery. They're more of a powdery sort of soft touch matte, but they are so good. I've worn these. These are my favorite lipsticks to wear. Besides the stains, these are my favorite lipsticks, and I just keep adding to my collection because they just look beautiful. And I can't take this off to show you because the stain is here to stay. So yeah, there's some fantastic Uemura stuff on the side as well, but I just wouldn't recommend buying Uemura too much because they can be a little bit overpriced. But Uemura is sort of pulling out of international markets, so it will become the only place I can access these and access this. And I will pay the money for them because they're my favorites. I was packing everything away and then I totally forgot to mention that I get my gel nail polish at YesStyle as well. So I find if you're not a professional Finding decent gel nail polishes are often quite difficult, but these are some that I picked up from YesStyle. So I've got some nudes. This is Gelist. I don't know, that's that brand. They also do this sort of fun, this range that has like different packaging, same brand. This is one that I'm wearing on that finger. So this is a mango peach one. We've got a soda one, so I'm wearing that on my middle one. We've got blueberry, which I'm wearing on that nail polish nail there. Then the blue that I'm wearing is this brand here. So I've got two different blues. This is that sort of lilac-y periwinkle blue, and there's more of a sort of grey blue. This is EB. I'll link them down below. Another really good brand, and I love these colors. You see the colors on the top. I've got a nude and this sort of aqua color. This is Raku gel color. They're all sort of brands that I find on YesStyle. So yes, it's permeating my life. All right, so I know that full face of first impressions was really long, and I rambled at the end talking about products that I use in my daily life and I really, really, really love. But I have definitely been turning to like Korean and Japanese makeup and skincare a lot more than Western makeup these days. Besides the odd like fun sparkly thing or the innovative new duochrome or multi-chrome or something that's like really special, when it comes to like basic skincare and basic makeup, I have been using a lot of Korean and Japanese makeup because I feel like they're very, very good quality and very, very innovative, but at a decent price point. I feel like in the Western brands, often the really big expensive brands are the ones that play with new technology and have really cool ingredients and really cool technology in them. Whereas it seems like with Korean brands, they introduce really innovative stuff at almost like the drugstore levels. So you can pick up something like a beautiful, really thin, easy to wear, comfortable sunscreen at a drugstore price, or a lip stain that won't leave your lips for 24 hours at a decent price point. Whereas I feel like in like, you know, with US brands or UK brands or Australian brands, often the really good quality stuff you have to pay a lot for. So sort of Korean and Japanese brands have been on my radar, and I've been loving playing with new products, and I feel like my skin has been doing really well, and I've just discovered some cool stuff. So this is definitely a video that I've been clearly waiting to do for quite some time. And it's just nice to see that YesStyle wanted to sponsor me. So thank you very much, YesStyle. Yeah, I'll link everything that I've discussed down below. It is a lot. I apologize, but you know, clearly it's a topic that I am very interested in. All right, guys, hopefully that was interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.